in one of these things to kind of gauge the crowd. Obviously, everyone here's a Gravity Falls fan. How many people here have seen every episode? Let's get deeper with the nerdiness. How many people here have ever done fan art or dressed up? Yeah. Everyone again. How many people here have how many people here have read Gravity Falls, The Different Rails Guide? How many people were outside my hotel and watching through the window? I saw you, yeah. That's nice to see you. So we got a bunch of things to talk about today. I'm so glad you all came out here. This is the first time I've been in New York for a Comic-Con, and I'm really happy. The other night, I was up super late. It was 3 a.m. and I had my normal 3 a.m. pizza craving. And if you're in LA and you have pizza craving at 3 a.m., you just are sad. But here, you just hail a cab and pizza flies into your hand. There's 13 famous original rays between every other. And I love it! I want to make sure we make the most of our time here. We only have an hour. I think the first thing we want to talk about a little bit, because I'm actually here thanks to the publishing Disney people who are working on the cool books that we have coming up. So I want to talk a little bit about Dipper's Journal. How many people out here ever wish they could actually have journal number 3? I sort of had a hunch, and I remember way back when Disney first started talking about products for 21, and I was like, they want Dipper's Journal. And Disney was like, did you say they want Halloween costumes that are only in 2 stores? I was like, no. They want the journal. And thanks to these folks, it's actually happening. This team and many other awesome people in the publishing side said, you know what, Dipper Mabel's Guide to Mystery and Nonstop Fun sold great, so why don't we make something bigger and crazier and awesomer? So basically, it's going to be, I think the exact time it's going to be sometime in 2016, the journal's going to come out, but I can show you a little peek inside.
Yeah! Make all 3!
There it is. Who wants a cabbage? Just like a little refresher, in the series, when we see different journals like this, fans have scoured over these pages, they've looked at these scribbles, they've tried to imagine what they might say, but for the most part, it's scribbles, right? And either it's canon that the author has just terrible handwriting, or he's actually illiterate, he's never told anybody he's doing this, to make it look like he's an author. But it turns out that that's just shorthand code, it's really in the journal. So here's some sample pages. I'll give you an example here. I know everyone always wanted to know what it said in the leprechaun page. Let me do a little reading for you. Leprechaun. A disappointment to uniform enthusiasts and leprechaun hunters alike. These giggling freaks of nature are found near rainbows and boxes of sugary cereal with colorful marshmallow shapes. I was standing in a nearby field searching for 4-leaf clovers to use in a luck experiment when I encountered this specimen. He said, "Top of the morning to ya!" I proceeded to chew on my sideburns and giggle. I picked him up by the horn and threw him as far as I could. I tried to bring him back. Specs, their horns are musical and play a constant loop of Danny Boy. It's very... Gold coins fell out of his beard. I pocketed a few, but later discovered they were plastic. plastic, everything about this creature is frustrating. I shudder to think how such a horrific being came into this world, although for the record, I will state that actual unicorns are just as annoying. So there will be, for every page you have ever seen canonically in the series, you will have the actual canon of what happened in that moment. You will also have, they're not just randomly strung along, it's the entire history of the author's journey in Gravity Falls. Coming to town, learning about its ritual, his mission, him bringing Fiddleford McGucket to come work with him, the adventures they went on, back and forth with cranky old men and for cranky young men. We learned a little bit more about Fiddleford. He was a very sweet, kind, charming, naive young man. Got really messed up when we saw the mysteries of the universe, all of which we will learn about. And it also covers some mysteries about Bill Cipher that
What about the black light?
Here's Bill Cipher page, but I will say that you learn why there are red splatters on the page. When I see people taking out like telescopes trying to see. This journal will also have Dipper's notes in it, as you may recall. In the first episode, Dipper starts flipping through and starts writing on his own. So we get both the author's secret history of Gravity Falls, we get Dipper's sort of notes between adventures about aftermaths of episodes and things wedged in between. You might have wondered what was the deal with Dipper clones number 3 and 4. You might have wondered what the deal is with Love Potion, how long does it last? Hey, what really happened to Giffany? There are answers. And we will begin this journal. Let me see. Let me one more page here.
What about the black light?
Another page. Notes. I encountered my first note when I woke in the morning and found arguing politics with a stuffed bear head above my fireplace. They show themselves incredibly capable of an alarming ability to combine their squishy little bodies into huge, terrifying formations. So keeping my snacks on higher shelves has done nothing to stop their persistent nibbling. Another gnome stole my glasses and ate 2 of my cassette tapes. This was written in the 80s. So, cassette tapes. Typical size of common gnome ranges from 10 to 18 inches. This includes the hats. I must see what's under that blasted hat. Do they have pointy heads, etc.? It's going to be, what's the page? How many pages is this?
It's about 288.
Wow.
Hardcover. It's going to be dope. It's going to blow your minds. I hope you guys like it.
Just to point out, we definitely couldn't have ever created this without, obviously, the help of Alex and the folks who are working on the show. But I can't stress to you how much of Alex has gone into this.
There will be beard hairs in every single one. I'm sorry.
And I think you're going to be blown away when you get a chance to see some of the stuff that we've seen from him and his end. It's amazing.
So that'll be pretty cool. I feel like I also want to show you guys a little bit from the upcoming episode. Just in case you haven't heard it, or if you have, tell your friends, spread it around. Monday's episode is a game-changing episode. It's a real big one. If you have friends who like the show, you might want to hang out and watch the episode together for camaraderie and it's going to be intense. I will say that this episode concerns something which is very important to Dipper, which is Dipper's kind of wish. One of his many wishes has been he wants to grow up, and he wants people to take him seriously for once. He found this journal of this mysterious cool dude who knew everything and went everywhere, and the adults he knows in his world are lame. He knows how to go and stand and do the dishes. And so, Dipper's always wanted to grow up, and he's wanted to be at least 13, at least technically a teen. Mabel is excited about everything that happens to her some interesting things happen that shape the Gravity Falls universe. So let me see here. All right, the future. It's just pictures and packages. Hundreds of high-res, it's super weird. No, Chris. So, Grunkle Stan's going through some kind of identity crisis. Will the new Grunkle Stan have a cool ponytail for the rest of the series? Everyone wants answered. That's the question that hangs in the balance. So yeah, I mean, basically that's the cold open of the episode. We can see that they're turning 13. We can see that it seems super cool. I remember when I was 12, on the cusp of 13, and then my mom said, "Are you a tween now?" I never used that word, Mom. No one knows what that word means. I don't know where it came from. Let's put it to bed and let's let that word die.
Yes.
A graceful death. I mean, that's a little kind of taste of the journal that's coming up. That's a little look at the episode that's coming up. The main reason I love doing these conventions and I like to come out to this kind of stuff is, like, I mainly just want to be able to, like, talk to you guys. Like, when I created this show, I never made a television show before, and I had no idea. The only thing I ever done is I worked on a TV show called Flapjack and Cartoon Network. Flapjack, voiced by Third Man Army, who's also a little Gideon. The sweetest character on one show, the most evil character on another show. And he was actually my boss. He was the first boss of my first job I ever had. And I was just in the hallways. I would just hear like, "Friendship friend," like, just I'd be like, "This is a kid working. Who is that? Oh, hi, boss. Hi. Get her up. I'm gonna make you a character on my show one day." But back in those days, I feel like a fossil talking about it. But like the internet sort of response to kids' cartoons, it was a completely different environment. Like you had, 10 people drawing on DeviantArt, maybe. And Toon Zone forums where one guy would be like, "I missed the episode. Did anyone see it?" Like after the episode, after an episode of Flapjack, we would like rush to the computers and see like nothing. And it wasn't because the show wasn't loved, it was, but there just wasn't really there wasn't like an interconnected global fan network. There wasn't a place where people reviewed kids shows, there wasn't a place where people like kept up with them. And so I had no idea. I assumed it would be the same for Gravity Falls. I was so wrong. Everything has changed. Thanks to, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, social media. The whole landscape is different now, and now I can be in a room like this with people dressed as things I once drew on a bar napkin as a joke. It's like my drawing's alive now. It's super weird, but it's super cool. That's kind of like, I just want to bask in this delight for as long as I can. I feel like I could sort of, noodle around with like little vague details about things we're up to, but I'd love to just open this thing up and answer as many of your questions as I can, given the fact I gotta mention this. I have to mention this. I've probably done like 7 or 8 tables by now, and every single time I do, I always say before the Q&A, "Hey, I can't answer spoiler questions." And everyone's like, yeah, I got it. Anyway, first question, what's the end of the series? How does it end? Not a spoiler, but like exactly what happens though. I was like, I said before about spoilers, and then kind of shrug and walk back to the seat. So, that's gonna happen probably. But we'll see, maybe this time it won't. And just to clarify, what constitutes Well, the question is, just like what exactly happens in the future. I can't tell you that because nobody will watch the show. That's why you guys tune in. But beyond that, I'd love to be as answerable as I can. Ask me anything. That's why I'm here. So let's start with you in the front there with the bumblebee.
Hi. So obviously this is amazing, and I would never watch Disney before this show. So this is the only Disney show I actually watch.
Thank you.
And I'm wondering, for the next season, how much Pacifica and Dilbert Lawrence are we gonna get?
So does that follow? I mean, what I can say is I can't talk about anything beyond currently existing season right now. That's all that lives in the purview of talkable stuff at the moment. I would say regarding Dilbert, that it was a huge surprise to us when we did season 1, and we regrouped as writers. We said, okay, what are our own notes? Because we watched the show, we're fans, and then we're like, what did we love? What was less great? And we were like, man, Pacifica was just the worst in season 1, wasn't she? She was just insufferable. And then one of us came up with the crazy idea, like, okay, instead of having her get eaten by like a giant bat, what if we made her like a character you care about? That's impossible. She's so mean and horrible. There's no way we could get a single person to care about Pacifica. We're like, no, it's a challenge. Let's do this. Let's give it a try. We're going to make an episode where we go to her house and we learn a little bit about her, and it's a roll of the dice, and we have no idea if people will actually respond or not. Like all experiments, you go in with a hypothesis, and then you wait for an answer. The problem is, with television, like, hypotheses, you only discover the results like a year after you write them, you know what I mean? So like, we wrote the episode, we're like, maybe people care about Pacifica, and then like, everyone's like, we love Pacifica. The show is Pacifica Falls, starring Pacifica. Made Pacifica and did Pacifica live on Pacifica Island. 9 out of the 10 words you just said. So I mean, like, we are so happy that it worked. That Pacifica is now like loved as a character, but like we were a little taken off guard by this. I will say that in the aftermath of this episode, like there is now where there was only pure hate, there is now a tiny crack in the door open of friendship between Pacifica and the Pines twins, which nobody ever would have seen coming. Pacifica has not forgotten the events of Northwest Band Mystery. She's confused to feel an emotion other than hate for these kids, and they're confused to feel an emotion other than hate for her. We will absolutely see her again, but I can't be more specific than that. So, we will see.
Hi.
What's up?
So after the show, what was your least favorite shipping that has been created out of?
We're going to two. For those who not in somewhere, please just define what the word shipping means, because I don't know what that means.
Putting characters together that don't belong together.
So how do I feel about other people drawing characters together? Is that the question?
That don't go together.
I mean, here's the thing, like the internet, like I went to art school, alright? So like, art school is like, on your first day, like you see someone like naked on roller skates, like bombing on you. Like, so welcome to art school. Like that's the world of an artist. So like, when you're an art person and you go onto the internet, it's just like, oh, like I'm visiting like the zoo, like look at these crazy things behind bars, like this is nuts. Behold this bizarre shit with its crazy face. Like it doesn't, people are always like, I need to know what you think. What do you think, creator? I'm like, it's a carnival, wow, whatever. Like, I'm not invested in the things that fans invent. Like, I love that fans invent stuff, but like it's not related to my show, you know? So like, it's not like I see something and I'm like, how dare you? Whatever, they're cartoons. Like, similarly, it's not like I see one where I'm like, the forbidden love has come to pass. Only these two, only dreaming, and only loves. $80 OTP for life, like I don't. That doesn't So like, I mean, the answer to your question is like, I receive all of this stimulus with the same like amused, like, well, that was weird attitude, you know what I mean? Like, I think I will say it's sort of bizarre as a show creator because like I grew up in the '90s, and so like we had Rugrats and we had Duck. And after an episode of Rugrats, you'd be like, that was neat. But like, it wasn't like, is Chucky Finster going to marry Tommy Pickles? Oh my God, you meant so much to me. Like, so like this is awesome, but it's like totally outside of my realm of experience. You know, like this is what the future is like. We are living in it right now. The future is coming for us all. So I think they're all equally crazy and whatever. And like, I will say, like, people do come to me and they're like, "Can you condemn this shit?" And I'm like, no, it's not. I don't. It's not about me. It's about you guys. Like, you can play with your toys and have fun and whatever. Because like at the end of the day, like people love drawings and they love cartoons. But, like I do sometimes feel like there's like kids online who don't understand like what fiction is, like it's an expression of ideas, and like when a character says like when a character's meeting an episode, like, that character, this is a call-out post for you. I'm just saying, I'm like, he's fictional, what's he gonna do? See your call-out post and be like, you were right! I was slightly meaner this week, what happened? I love it all, it's like baffling to me. Like, I love how crazy you guys are, thank you, keep being weird, be weird, do whatever you want. That's like a very long way to answer your question that I asked. Hi, Tom, viewers watching the video of this later. Hi. Vlog, guy, love, whatever.
My favorite characters are the Grunkle twins. And I love
Grunt Bros.
Yes. Old men together. And I also love Seuss and his relationship with Grunkle Stan. I'm wondering, is that relationship coming from somewhere? Like, do you feel like you might be Seuss? If you have a Grunkle Stan in your life,
yeah.
How will a new Grunkle affect your life?
Everyone's searching for their Grunkle Senpai. Here's the thing, I think if you ask any TV show creator who's like really personally invested in their show or came up with a lot of the characters themselves, like they will tell you that like every character is them. You know what I mean? Like I am definitely, obviously, Dipper Man was inspired by me and my twin sister. Like, I'm Dipper because I was obsessed with like conspiracy theories as a kid, but I'm also Mabel because I'm a loudmouth goofball. I'm also Grunkle Stan because when I'm tired, I just want to be a jerk. And I'm also Seuss because sometimes I geek out about stuff, you know what I mean? I'm also Waddles because sometimes I just lie before he crumbs, you know? Like, I am all those characters, you know what I mean? So I can definitely relate to all of them. There is an interesting thing that happens, though. I thank you for bringing up another thing just to bring back art school. You know, at the end of each year, I went to a school called Towers in California, animation school, and every year you get a film and you put them all up in the show, and everyone's like, oh, my film's about pirates, my film's about dragons, and these are wacky imaginative things, and then you see the film and it's just about, like, even though it's starring a dragon, it's a dragon can't come up with an idea for a film, he's got student loans to pay, or, like, everyone's weird subconscious stuff comes out through their art, like, whether they intend it or not. Like, I kind of realized that like I was working through some daddy issues with the show. Like my dad called me up and he's like, yeah, I saw that episode of Lost Mabel, and there's a scene where the gremlin looks himself in the mirror, it's his greatest fear, and he says, I've become my father. What's that about? And I was like, oh man, nothing, Pops. And then like, oh gosh. Yeah, I guess the show is kind of therapy in a way. Like you do kind of work through stuff, you know. Like I think, you know, like the entire sort of aspect of, you know, Dipper Mabel was me and my sister growing up. Like having a twin is like having a best friend, and also an arch enemy. Like it's this person who's always around, you know what I mean? And sometimes you get along great, and other times you drive each other crazy. To specifically get to Seuss and Stan, hey, Seuss is inspired by my friend from college, a guy named Jesus Shambro. He was a lovely and strange human being And like, he was just like, he was a pal. He was actually me, him, Penn Ward, creator of Adventure Time, Adam, we all in my freshman year were in little cubicles next to each other, working on our student films together. And like, he would be at the pencil test machine, just being like, guys, I go with the pencil test machine, but I can fix it. Guys, I fixed it, but I wrote something else. Okay, I wrote 2 more things. I'm gonna have 5 anyone wants a Del Taco. I love this man, I want to put him in my show. There's definitely a fatherly relationship between Seuss and Stan. And as you guys saw in Glenn's game, Seuss is a guy who never really had a big family, and Stan, as we learned in Tale of Two Stans, is a guy who had an awful relationship with his own family. You know, never really got that family life, and so they both kind of found each other accidentally. And I imagine probably in the first week of having this little kid work for him, Stan, you know, even though he acted like a gruff jerk, was secretly happy to kind of have someone who looked up to him for once in his life. And Seuss was happy to have someone who would listen to him and tell him what to do, some kind of father figure. And even though Stan is the worst possible father figure, his heart's in the right place. And Seuss is somebody who only sees your heart. He sees the best in everyone. I really am happy we were able to explore a little bit of Seuss and Stan's relationship. And we will see kind of more about sort of what Stan means to Seuss and what being in Gravity Falls means to Seuss as the season progresses. Thank you.
So recently I found out that you, some time ago, went on 4chan and posted a fake leak image.
Oh yeah, that was a couple years ago.
How did you come up with the idea for such a wonderfully cruel crime?
Well, I'll tell you. So, that actually, I'll tell you exactly how I can talk about it, because episodes that come out, you guys know all the secrets. So, basically, we knew from the get-go that everyone in this room has seen the episode, so I can spoil things that people have seen. So, we knew from the get-go, when we started the show, we knew a couple things for dead certain. We knew who's the author of the journals. We know the author of the journals is Grumpy Stan's secret brother, whom he had a spat with many years ago and is away, far away, and we knew all these pieces. And we knew that's the secret, and that's why it says Stanley Mobile on his license plate, because his real name is Stanley. Like, from the very first episode, we knew all that. We wanted to be sneaky about it, and we were putting little tiny hints. Problem is, people are like way smarter than me. Everyone figured it out, right? Like I said, I grew up watching TV in the 90s, and it used to be before the massive hyper-brain of the internet, that a show like, Twin Peaks, or whatever, or, The Simpsons, Who Shot Mr. Burns, they could put out a big mystery, and, individual in their home would be like, oh, there's a lot of clues, that's confusing, and then like one person would be like, oh, okay. Now that put it together guy has like an air horn, everybody has solved it, and so like, if one person knows, everyone knows. So like, I do think that we were pretty subtle with our clues, but the moment one person figured it out, it started to spread. So it was near the end of season 1 that I saw the first post. All right, everybody, here's the thing. Grumpy Stan's got to see the twins solved it. Crap! They're on to us. And we had a choice at that point. Somebody said, geez, they figured it out. Should we just change the whole backstory? And I was like, no, I love that story. That's a story about our characters. We have a choice, between making the story we set out to make, or just flipping it upside down and be like contrarian, like, haha, fool you. But we are contrarians, and we do love fooling people, so we figured to have our cake and eat it too. We're like, let's see if we can try to create a little bit of a leak. Let's see if we can try to fake out the name of the author, because we teased that at the beginning of season 1. One of our writers, Josh Weinstein, actually worked on The Simpsons on the Who Shot Mr. Burns episode, and they were so secretive that they animated like 3 different fake endings to that just in case they leaked. They were prepared for it, and I was like, what's the modern equivalent of what they did back then? 4chan. So, that's exactly it. It's just like we were all having lunch, eating sandwiches, sketches and pop into our heads, like, I'll bet about an hour and a half we can make it convincingly. All right, Joe, you do the sketches, Ian, you pick the background. All right, Kevin, the editor, put up some time code, it's fake, it doesn't mean anything. Snap, snap. All right. Put on a hazmat suit, hold my nose going into Fortune. And just like type like, hey, I was on a tour of Disney and I saw this. Spoiler question mark? Wait. And then I was like, all right, let's hang on Tumblr, let's keep refreshing until somebody reblogs it. And it took about 3 minutes. And then I went on Twitter, tweeted, viewing right now, counted to 10, deleted it. As I was saying before, like, everything is an experiment. You're just like, my hypothesis. It worked so well, so bad. And it was interesting because at first everyone was like, oh, like people like tweeting me like, I'm so sorry that you spoiled the show. You worked so hard. Like there were people saying, guys, somewhere Alex Hirsch is sobbing in his office. Stand by the fans. Never reply to that. I'm like, all right, this has gotten out of hand. But I made my bed now. I got a line and I got about a year to like reveal the truth. So finally, as soon as it was time and the guy kept revealed, not being off, but there was a convention where I like came out. I was like, all right, everyone, it was a trick. It was, and like at first everyone was like, that's really funny. That's great. You troll us. You troll. That's the word we use to describe the prank. And then like sort of over time it became like I'd be like, all right, everybody, the next episode is on Monday at 9, and they're like, you trolled us again, master. Dark Lord, we don't believe your lies. Oh, that's what this is going to be now. I don't tweet false information. Like, I want people to know what's like coming as best as I can. Like, I want, like, that was a weird isolated incident for our one big secret, you know what I mean? Like, but no one will ever believe me for the rest of my life. I know, I probably should start doing more pranks because, like, I already have this reputation, but, like, I genuinely do want people that, like, everything I do is literally just to try to increase enjoyment. Like, I'll see people will tweet me like, you drink our tears, you love our suffering. Rebecca Sugar dancing in our blood. I'm just like, Rebecca, what are they talking about? She's like, just stay away. Like, everything you do is for you guys to have a great time. Like, it's the literal opposite. Like, I know it's like a weird meme joke, but like, literally, like everything we do is to try to make an enjoyable show. Like, when I tried that fake out, I was like, oh, it bums me out that some people are going to know beforehand. Well, maybe if there's a credible alternate theory, we'll be surprised at least a couple of people. Like, I'm trying to create surprise. You know what I mean? Like, everything is to maximize enjoyment. So, yeah, I mean, that's what that was. You know what I mean? Like, it was fun. I have no regrets, but I do now know that like there's always going to be like that one guy like, enjoy saying that guy, have fun. So yeah, that's the that.
You have won the internet. That was the last level.
What was that?
You have won the internet.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, I'm Randy. Do you do like that Marvel thing where like you have writers, you and a bunch of writers are like writing different episodes where you have to like rip it up, not tell your family about it. And we know that Justin Roiland was on your show as Landon. I want to know how did it feel for you to go to his show and do a voice for that?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. So Justin Roiland, the creator of Rick and Morty, is a friend of mine. We weirdly enough met at Disney on a show called Fish Hooks a long time ago. And they were having me do some writing for them, and they said, who would you like to work with? We have a list of people. And one of them was Justin Roiland. I've been a fan of his because I knew his weird, horrible, offensive, insane work from the internet. I was like, yeah, I want to meet with this guy. And me and Justin became buddies, and we, agreed about having our own TV shows one day. And we would talk about our stupid ideas and how we'd love to hide secret messages and mess with people and stuff. And then, like, through a weird twist of fate, like, we both found like the same, like, person, Satan monkey paw, and we actually got a television show like around the same time. So it's like, oh, this is awesome. We can do voices on each other's shows. It's always fun having him on as Blendon. I mean, he's basically doing a toned down Lemon and Grab, like a less grating version of it. He asked me to do a voice on his show. It was just like a cool guy, you know what I mean? Like it's super fun. Like I feel really grateful that I work with a lot of people who like, you know, I know that like I always imagined, you know, when I was a kid, I tried to imagine like what's it like in the business. Like I always imagined this like really cutthroat world where like all the shows are competing with each other and like following each other's ratings and like just like toast to the failure of my rivals. And like that's what executives are like, absolutely. But like we're all friends. Like it's, as you guys know, like you only know so many people in your life who love cartoons like as much as you do, and like other people making shows. Like fellow artists are those people. So like I always find it's better to be friends than to be rivals. You know what I mean? Because like you're all gotta be working with each other one day. You know what I mean? So it's like get to know each other. Like some of the coolest people I've met are people who love cartoons. So it's been super fun. I'm glad you enjoyed both.
Thank you.
What's up? It's the author of the journal. My brother. Awesome costume, by the way.
Thank you. Okay. I just want to say thank you guys for the show. It's amazing. It's like my life. I'm sure a lot of people are here so the same. I was wondering, in the last Maplecorn, when Dipper puts a machine called the mind reader, you know, it's supposed to block the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When he puts it on going before his head, one of the things it says on the screen is, I miss Dimension 52. What is Dimension 52?
That's a great time question to promoting the journal that's going to be on sale. That question will be answered in the journal, but I can't say more about it now.
Just want to thank you real quick for testing with my partner and I just used the mouse thing after the trail, and I brought a couple talismans with me. One of them was this hat, went with me the whole way, and just want to thank you for creating an inspiring character like Dipper to push people to do something unexpected that we wouldn't normally do.
That's amazing. You hiked how much of a trail?
1,300 miles.
1,300 miles where you did it?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Being like, I'm growing up, like he wants to be trekking thousands of miles in that hat. That's amazing.
Thank you. That's awesome. So one of the things we talked about our hikes, we had plenty of time. What our dream Gravity Falls Disneyland ride would be. I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
My thoughts. It's, you know, I wish there was something. Like, when I go to California Adventure, I see, like, the mill! And I'm like, who cares about it? You just slap a sign on that, it's a mystery shack. Like, how hard would it be? Like, there could be an Oregon corner in California Adventure, why not? You know, it's like the northern tip of California. Like, my dream, oh man, I thought about this. I would love it. I really have. Gosh, I would do anything for there to be a ride. First of all, I just want there to be the mystery shack. And to me, what would be so cool about that is it's like the Mystery Shack is the most like awful, price gouging, annoying, love-lines place on earth. So like Disney doesn't have to worry about crowd control. Like they can jack up the prices. Like it's funny. I want them to have a $50 keychain that you can buy if you hate yourself. I want there to be like a Grunkle Stan there, like, hey man, I would shave the beard and I would dress up as Grunkle Stan. I would do whatever. I would just stay in a smokehouse until I aged 50 years. You know what I mean? I wanted to be a Mystery Shack. Like I wanted to like go full Imagineer on it, like pump the smell of like pine needles and sunscreen in, like you feel like it's summer. You know what I mean? Like have a campfire smell, like a 40 experience. You know what I mean? Like, I want there at least to be a gift shop. And then, ideally, I imagine some kind of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride / roller coaster thing. You know, you're going through the forest, you go under a waterfall, you got gnomes chasing you got Bill Cipher on your tail, you're in a golf cart. It was perfect world. It would be some kind of golf cart adventure with Dipper made dodging multiple weird monsters you've seen in the show, winding up in the gift shop and being demanded to go back again and stand in line and no refunds. I think it would be amazing. I can just let some mosquitoes loose in there, really make it feel like you're there, you know what I mean? That would be my dream. That would be awesome if Disney had the same dream one day, but that's up to them, so we shall see. Anything's possible, I suppose. Thank you, it's an honor to meet with my name. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I have 2 questions, they're not long, I promise. I'm going to pull it up.
I'll try to start answering quicker, too. Sorry.
Okay. So my first question is, what advice would you have to somebody who can't really animate well or draw but wants to be a TV producer when they grow up?
What would I say to someone who can't animate or draw and wants to work in TV when they grow up?
Yes.
Become a writer. I think, for me, I discovered real quick in art school that I was not the best craftsman, and I was not the best animator, and I gave it 100%, I gave it my best effort, and I love animation, I love drawing, but, you kind of discover through guess and test and trying different things for what your most passionate area is, what you have slightly more unique aptitude for, and I discovered that I love writing, and so, on a show like Gravity Falls, we have a team of writers, we have editors, we have musicians, we have producers, we have coordinators, there's a whole army of people that aren't artists working for us. So there's many different places in television for someone who doesn't draw. If you want to get into writing, the thing is, start immediately. Go online, look for scripts, look for scripts for shows you like script-driven shows, you can find some of them online, and we've been meaning to post a Gravity Falls script, but we'll post one soon so you can see an example of what our writing format looks like, and just, start writing your own, get used to, the rhythm of television, write, and, show your friends and ask them to critique you, and, start pestering people in the business. I say I came in through the art side and then became a writer, so I don't know the exact pathway to start cold as a writer, but the number one thing to do is write a lot. So that would be my advice. Thank you.
This is a really stupid question.
I'll answer a really stupid way.
Are you going to be an autograph later?
Yes, that's not stupid. Yes, I am. What's the story with the autographs?
So at 3 p.m. at booth 2028 upstairs, Alex is going to be signing copies of Nippers and Bagels tonight. So if you guys want to swing by there, maybe it's wristbanded, and I know you can sign away this morning, but I believe there's still some more. So booth 2028, 3 p.m. See you all there.
2028, 3 p.m.
Where do you get the wristband?
At booth 2028. Thank you guys for coming. Let's put that information.
We're going into the lightning round here because I see a lot of people, and I'm going to start answering. I'm going to stop saying, back in art school. I'm going to answer quickly, okay? So let's get started.
Alright, so I was going to say hi.
Hi.
I like the show. And so my question is, you're really good and you're really so I want to see, you do a bunch of voices, 5 voices that I can remember off the top of my head. And you do some of the animations, some of the script writing. How do you do it? It must be exhausting.
Yes. The short answer is, it is very exhausting. Probably if you ever make your own show, try to do less because then you don't see your friends ever. But I love cartoons, so I want to make it as good as I can, and that's why I do what I do. But it is exhausting. Thank you.
Hi Alex, I'm actually a really big fan, but I think everyone in this room probably is. Gravity Falls merchandise, like
Yeah.
maybe a Bill plushie or
I'll say here, like, unfortunately, I only have power over the show itself. The company at large decides when and where there's merchandise, what it looks like when it comes out, how much it costs, and then they kind of tell me. They say, hey, toy's coming out. And I'm like, cool, thanks. So I don't have any control over this. If I was the dictator that y'all imagine me to be, like, there would be that season 1 DVD with like crazy special features out right now. I just really want this stuff, and it's all like they decide how much they think it can cost and they can whatever. So I really hope there's more merchandise. I hope like I want to own a Bill plush. I want really like nice action figures and characters. Like I want like 10 games. Like we'll see. I hope so.
And one more thing, I don't know if you can do this or not, but my friend Alice here, it's her birthday today, and she really loves your character Seuss, and I wanted for you to sing happy birthday to her.
How much are you willing to pay?
All right, this one goes out to my BFF. What's your name again, BFF? Alice? Like the Wonderland Alice? Alice, this song just been entered public domain, so I can sing it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Alice, to Pro. You're my best friend, Mr. Rose. Happy birthday to you. Since 2015!
Thank you so much for singing my friend. She really liked that. Okay, so my question is about the show. When Dipper and Mabel go home, are we ever going to see what their life is like back in California?
Yeah.
I can't answer that question. I'm sorry. I warned you. Hi, Alex. What's up?
So you were talking about monsters and well, everyone loves Bill. I've personally counted upwards of 25 of that angry, hovering corn shit.
That will be our spin-off. Everyone loves Bill.
I was wondering, besides Bill, who was your favorite monster and why?
My favorite monster in the series?
Yeah.
Gosh, I love every monster for a different reason. I really like how horrifying the shapeshifter was. In Days of the Bunker, we got Mark Hamill to do that. When you get to have like Luke Skywalker, terrifying Mabel, like it's just fun. So, Superintendent, okay, we gotta go to super lightning round. So that's your answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Hey, happy birthday.
and this is my question. So, back in 2012, when you first started the Gravity Falls series, did you imagine it to rocket ship as like some of the biggest fandom on the internet?
I have no idea. I was not prepared. And like honestly, the big question was so hard. Like I was really like honestly was not even sure if I was going to do a second season. When I was halfway through season 1, I'm like, this is hard. I want to do something else. And then all this. And you guys are why the show kept going. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
And thank you so much for singing the answers.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Excuse me. How was Bill created?
How was Bill created? You mean like in my mind or in the canon of the show? I just blew your mind, didn't I? I just learned that canon is just a nebulous concept that exists between my ears and changes on an hourly basis. I'll say Bill was created, he's one of the characters I had in my head from the very beginning of the series. I always thought it would be funny to take the the triangle from the back of the dollar bill, and it's Bill, and just give him arms and legs and top hat, like, I'm just like, there's so many conspiracy theorists out there who, like, every time, like, Beyonce, like, gives a thumbs up, they're like, that sort of look like a triangle, like, Illuminati. Like, there's someone out there, I'm just gonna make them miserable. I'm bring an actual terrifying triangle into the show and see what happens. I think the origin is the origin of Bill is sort of to annoy and drive people insane, which if Bill were here today, he would be very happy. Thank you. Next question.
My name is Daniel, and in sock opera, Bill said he hasn't felt pain in a very long time. Was Bill ever a human?
Bill has possessed humans before. Bill himself didn't come from a human form. Bill is much weirder and much older than humanity itself. That's all I can say about that.
Okay, thank you.
I was wondering what your favorite and least favorite joke from the show is.
Favorite and least favorite joke? Gosh, I mean, oh jeez, that's such a hard question. I like, one of my favorite jokes is The Inconveniencing, where Stan is watching this old-time television show. Impossibly long, confusing name. Like, I remember what I was thinking when I wrote that. I was like, I want to write something to trip up the voice actor, and then I ended up doing it. It was fun. Now return to the Duchess Cruise, starring Sterling Stimmelburgess as the Duchess, and Brendan St. Motorfraggle as Rascal Constaway and Sullivan Buckingham to Buckinghamshire. It's not even a joke, it's just like both names were stupid, that's the joke. And then, like, least favorite joke, I mean, like, growing up, Stan makes horrible, corny jokes all the time. Like in the one of our first episodes, he like tells like a bumper sticker dad joke about my ex-wife is doing this with me. That's like meant to be like the worst joke. But now I have like, and the thing is like, that's not a joke. Like, we didn't come up with that joke. Like, that's a joke you can find on like a bumper sticker in like a big tackle store. Like, it's just like a boring old man dad joke. Like, and now I have like cute little like 6-year-old girls that come up to me like, my ex-wife's doing this. I'm like, you can understand what that is. Like, it's really adorable. Like, I love it. But like that joke is meant to be a terrible joke. But I'm glad that people loved it for its terribleness. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, we're like in mad lighting around those. So like, I'm gonna go super fast. Think it all as quick as we can.
So there's a game called Nuclear Throne, and there's a character called By the Young Venus, I believe. And a lot of people compare him to Phil Cypher. Do you know anything about that? How do you feel about they're triangle, they look exactly the same except he's white.
Never heard of it, I'll Google it. Thank you.
Okay.
So there's so many things I love about the show, but one of my favorite things is the memorable characters. And I was wondering if you had any writing tips for how to write lovable characters or...
My lightning round answer to that is that reality is much stranger than fiction. A lot of the characters are based on quirky people that I knew in my life. I feel like if your characters are based on an observation, they'll have a grounding in reality, and that will make them more lovable. So I'd say just follow everyone you know around with a camcorder and write down the same thing.
Hey Alex, for 2 years I dedicated my life to this book, and I made all the pages and even the YouTube link, and I want to give it to you. Is that okay?
Whoa! I found something amazing that you've made. Wouldn't you prefer to have this yourself? All right, let's get it. Look at how amazing this is. It's an actual, it's the whole thing. Every page, I'm very glad. I will tweet my review. I don't have 5 stars. I gotta move quick. What's the next question? Thank you again.
Hi, my name is Ella. And I was thinking, if Bill have a brother, or is he working with someone?
Uncle Stan's relationship with his family, his dad, is the worst. That's all I can say about that. In terms of is Bill working with someone, Bill is working. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Do you think you'll ever see Shirley or Mabel's, different Mabel's parents in the future?
I mean, the scope of the series is always meant to be about what it's like at summer, you know what I mean? You want the kids' sort of home life to be intentionally mysterious just because it's not a show about Piedmont, California. 94611, that's where I grew up, so that's where the kids are from also. So, I mean, we do try to be purposely vague about the parents. I can't say more about it than that, though, so we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you.
So my two favorite shows are Rick and Morty and Gravity Falls.
Good taste.
And something that you and the creator of the show were planning, a secret code among the three shows. I don't remember the third one, but I heard that thing got canceled. Do you mind saying what it was?
I'm gonna leave that to Justin to say what it was, because he was kind of the ringleader of that crazy circus. I'll ask him if he can mention it in his next interview. Thank you.
Okay, so I've been a fan of Gravity Falls ever since the first episode. So what was your favorite episode?
Oh man, that's so hard. I mean, like, you know, when you make a TV show, like, you're always giving it 100%. You're making like all the episodes kind of at once, so it's kind of mad. Actually, there's like definitely episodes where like, I love it. There's episodes like, I never want to see that one again. But, like, you know, you give 100% to everything, but like I said, like, people sort of imagine that people on TV are like, just like, I press a button and it's so, like, we're experimenting, we're guessing and testing, you know? We're making stuff up, so, like there's some I love, there's some I'm less crazy about. I mean, I don't think I have a favorite because there's so many that I really do like a lot. I would say that I do have a soft spot for the time traveler's pick because it was my twin sister's dream growing up to have a pet pig, and then she realized like it's hard to live with a pig. Like, you can't really have it in your apartment, but I was like, I can sort of give her a pig through the show. I can kind of make her dream come true by giving Mabel a pet pig. So like Waddles belongs to Mabel, but he like honorarily belongs to my sister. So like that's one of my favorite episodes because like that was like a childhood dream come true, you know. You told me one time for one more question. I'm so sorry for those of you waiting in line, but we have so mysterious dark plague doctor here is come to ask me a question. What do you got? Last question.
Hello, and this is my first panel, and I'm very scared. So, I just picked this up right now, this question. Did you ever picture making any other series during, before, or after making Gravity Falls?
Yeah. When I came to Disney, I actually pitched three shows. Like one was about like old-timey gentlemen in the 1800s. One was about time travel and dolphins, and one was called Gravity Falls. The others were bad. I'm glad Disney didn't pick them up. But I absolutely yes. I have a number of different projects that I would love to get a chance to share with the world if that chance comes up. I'll say there'll probably never be a show that I make that has quite the same kind of vibe as Gravity Falls. I feel like this is my version of a kid's show, and if I make another TV show, it'll probably be more like PG-13 kind of things, because I've seen so much weird stuff in the adult world that I want to make fun of too. That's all I can say about that. Hey guys, thank you so much. I want to take a picture of this crowd before we